It's the 16th of November 2025 and what time is it now? It's 9:30 in the morning, Sunday morning on a glorious day down in the sand dunes of Sandscale Haws. Shadows, as you can see, my shadow's still very long, the sun getting low on the horizon now as we approach the winter solstice next month, but it's absolutely totally calm here, not a breath of wind, and it's just a really lovely temperature. A bit later on in the days it gets a bit warmer. I think it'll almost be t-shirt weather. See how long the shadows of the dunes are there. But the two lads, and lasses I should say, a lad and a lass, they're enjoying being out here, walking the ridges of the sand dunes here at Sandscale Haws. It's a great place to walk your dog. Got to be a bit careful of the any birds that are nesting in the summer, but in the winter it's a great place to walk, and dogs absolutely love it. Oh, these two do. They know it pretty well now. Don't even have to tell them where to go, they just follow the path themselves. And as you can see, it's the path follows the ridges of the dunes. It's probably a sheep path originally, but there's not many people come down into the depths of the dunes. You get to know them because there's so few of them. Most people stay near the beach, near the car park, and well, they don't know what they're missing, because it is a terrific place to walk and run. I run here sometimes when my Achilles isn't too sore, and it's a great workout running down these paths as the sand gives way under your foot on the way down and on the way up, and yeah, it's a good way to get fit. Right, go on you two. Yeah, there they go. No coats today. It's been a rotten week of weather. We've had one heck of a lot of rain, and as we get further out into the duneland, there's a big natural bowl where water accumulates, and in some very wet winters it's a sizable lake. At the moment it's just forming. It wasn't the best of summers, but it wasn't the worst. The previous two summers were dreadful. We had some decent days, decent dry days last summer, and the pond, the basin dried out where the pond is, and you could actually walk right across it. You couldn't do it now unless you're a Labradoodle who likes to run at high speed through it, chasing any seagulls that might happen to be enjoying the water. And yeah, I've seen it completely full, that basin, a few years ago, but in the last few winters, last winter was a particularly dry one. It was fantastic. It was like this pretty much every day from October onwards. Probably the driest winter that I can remember, and I think climate and rainfall statisticians said it was the driest winter that we'd had in about 100 years. There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm not going to take your stick off you. Don't you worry. She's had that since the car park. Yeah, she likes her sticks, does Bonnie. Prince isn't really a stick dog. Just likes to run. It's his birthday next week. He's 9. Never fun seeing your dog getting older. It's not much fun getting older yourself. Stay young, that's my advice to anybody who's young out there. Keep yourself fit, and then you can still do things in a later life that people who haven't kept themselves fit can't do. And you feel better for it as well. Whoop, here they come. It's a funny old world at the moment with lots of wars and a president of the United States who's a bit of a ranter, and yeah, British politics at the moment. Keir Starmer, currently Prime Minister. Maybe not for long. Don't know. We seem to have lost respect for political leaders these days, and they come and go quite quickly. Not always a bad thing. Budget coming up in a couple of weeks. Chancellor Rachel Reeves, not a popular person, and threatening to raise taxes, which is never goes down well with the public. So let's see what happens. A bit worried about them hitting pensioners like myself. He had company. Here's Prince. There you go. Oh, there's Bonnie as well. We were a bit worried at first about Prince taking to Bonnie, but it's worked out pretty well. It's a little friend for him, somebody to run with, somebody to walk with, and a bit of company in the house as well. That's not to say they haven't had their little spats, but he's been generally fantastic with her, which was a pleasant surprise, because he was a only dog for many years. So well done, Prince. Here we go. See the mountains of the Lake District really clearly this morning. It's one of the great views, I think. Barrow is kind of a like undiscovered country for a lot of people, and it has this grimy reputation of back street, Coronation Street style houses. Nothing wrong with those. I lived in one of them for a number of years. There is deprivation in the town, but like anywhere else, the BAE, the main employer in the town, building up now to around 17,000 employees. So if you've got a job in there, you're earning very, very good money. And the town isn't in too bad shape, but the main thing for me about it is the surrounding countryside, because the Furness Peninsula has so much to offer. And then, of course, as I just mentioned before, the Lake District mountains are on your doorstep. It's about 25 to 30 minutes drive to the southern end of Lake Windermere at Newby Bridge, and at Lakeside, just round the corner, you can get magnificent steamers right down the lake. Now, this is this basin I was referring to earlier. As you can see in the distance, there's just a little bit of water, but in previous years this whole basin has been flooded, and it's a sizable area. And it does attract a lot of birds when it's flooded in the winter time. You get, even get swans on here, and geese. But it's funny because they're ducking their heads under the water. You're thinking, what are they eating? Because it is only this marram type grass. But they seem to flourish on it. So good luck to them. A lot of the gorse has been having a second flowering in recent weeks. Obviously these patches out, but this particular bush here, get some good photographs there. When it's out in flower, it's a spectacular yellow bush. So yeah, there we are. Just see Walney Channel in the very far distance. The town of Barrow in Furness. Beyond the slag banks there, those raised little hills. The relic of Barrow's magnificent iron and steel works in the past. At one time Barrow had the biggest ironworks in the world. Sound like Jeremy Clarkson there, but it did. And I can remember it as a child, seeing the Cairds blast furnace raging as we were driven past the steelworks down to town, down Walney Road. And in the late winter's afternoon, as the darkness was approaching, you could see a red line across the sky, and that was where that day's molten slag had been deposited on the top of the slag banks. It was like Barrow's very own electric blanket, kept the town warm. But the slag banks and the steelworks, as I say, part of Barrow's history now. But the slag banks have been grassed over, and they're now a good place to walk the dogs. Go up there quite a bit, and it's actually a site of special scientific interest. There's rare butterflies up there, very small blue butterflies, and there's my particular favourite plant, the bee orchid, grows up there. And if you've never seen a bee orchid, I urge you to look up bee orchid on the net, because it proves to you that there must be some form of higher power, because the orchid has a picture of a bee on it to attract bees, which is quite incredible. How did that plant know that by putting a picture of a bee it would attract the bees? Incredible. Just saw somebody walking along one of the ridges of the sand dune nearer the sea there. Tide's pretty much in the Duddon estuary. Blackcomb there in the background, and the town nestling at the bottom is Millom. Millom itself had its own steelworks. All gone now. Right, let's go down here. Bit of water accumulating on this side of the dunes, which is not so common. Tends to excuse me, tends to accumulate that side. Now you're looking at me because I'm coughing. I think you are, aren't you? Right, well, that's given you a taste of the fabulous scenery and sand dunes of Sandscale Haws. My favourite place.